Good morning, everyone. It's a fine Monday morning in May. Aren't we lucky to be here as part of the Miracle Call with our LifeWave family? And if you're brand new, we really want to welcome you. And it's cool to just listen in and learn. But you know what? It's also very cool to be brave and bold. And if you have a story regarding X39 in the first 15 minutes of this call, please be bold enough to share that because you just might inspire someone. Gregory, did you have something right now?
Yeah, I wanted to welcome a brand new senior director, Dr. Thomas Acklin.
Woo!
Hey, welcome, Tom. Congratulations. I saw you pop in there.
Hey, guys. Thanks so much, Gregory. Getting some
Michelle,
sunshine here in between all the goodies.
All right. And we look forward to hearing from you tonight and your beloved sponsor, Anne Moreau, who I know played an important role in that process. So congratulations, Tom.
She played all the role. This is all about, it's teamwork, and we are in the best place. We are the luckiest folks in network marketing to have you and Robin have put these systems together that make it so simple. And I was just talking about participation with a friend of mine and telling stories and the healing power of speaking out loud, right? And so one of the imports of this call is being able to, as Sunshower said, be bold, be proud, and the more we can say, hey, you know what? My knee hasn't hurt in 5 years, and my yoga practice is even stronger than it's ever been. And wow, I recovered from that surgery in record time. And that doc told me I was going to be down for a month, and I was only down for a week. Stuff like that, right? It's healing and it's contribution, and there's such power in telling a good story. And it's not just for us. I get to heal myself by telling a story, but we also get to heal the planet, because almost nobody's going to leave this call today without telling somebody in your life something that happened on the call. So thank you for paying it forward.
Thank you.
Fabulous, Dr. Tom. Congratulations again.
Congratulations, Dr. Tom.
Oh, it's you.
Cool things can happen if you actually share about the products and the technologies that we all wear every day. Michelle, did you have something you wanted to say before I, give the little housekeeping rules?
Oh, I just have a testimonial I'm excited to share. So go ahead, Sunshower. Do your...
Okay, yeah, let's just finish up our little housekeeping rules. We do call this the Miracle Call because the patches and these technologies seem to create miraculous things going on in our lives. But it's actually all science. And on this call, we must not name diseases, okay? No diseases, not diagnosis. I'd like you to be nice and brief and compliant, which that's what I'm talking about. No disease names. Okay, got that part. We'd like you to talk for maybe 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute, depending on how many hands go up. We want to be courteous to all the other folks that are here so that everybody gets a chance to speak today. So welcome to our Miracle Call and to the LifeWave family. Michelle, would you like to start us off? Just raise your hand, by the way. There's a thing at the bottom, a little icon at the bottom of your screen that says raise hand if you'd like to speak, and be sure to unmute at that time. Okay, Michelle.
Good morning. Good morning, Live Younger team. I'm really excited to share this. My newest brand partner, Stacy, shared this story with me. It was one of her dear friends who has chickens. So it's a chicken story, you guys. We've heard dogs, cats, guinea pigs, fish. I don't think I've heard a chicken story yet. So they have a bunch of backyard chickens, and they accidentally left the gate open one night, and a raccoon got in. And their favorite chicken, whose name is Lucy, got really hurt. They went out the next morning and her feathers were almost all gone. She was gashed in the neck, gashed everywhere. She was barely alive. When Stacy was telling me the story, we both had tears in our eyes, and then her husband was going to go out with an axe and do the humane thing. And humane thing, right? The chicken was suffering. And then Liz said, wait a minute, let's try an X39. And they put an X39 on the skin because there was no feathers. They put it on the back of the chicken's neck. You guys, this is amazing. In one day, the chicken was coming back around, started to eat. They kept putting patches, X30, new ones. They didn't use used ones. They're like, this is an emergency. And 3 days later, the chicken is fine. She still doesn't have feathers, but they're coming back. So there's an X39 miracle with science.
Wow. Now we can add chickens to our repertoire.
Yeah,
Oh, that is amazing. Thank you so much for that share, Michelle.
you're welcome.
Dushenka, your hand is up next.
I wanted to tell you about my very first customer, Richard. When he started using X39, there were some fires in Canada and he wasn't able to breathe because of all the smoke that was in the air. And he called me on the first day and said, Dushenka, I've been wearing patches for 12 hours and I don't notice anything yet. Okay, it's been 12 hours. Day 2, don't notice anything. Day 3, day 4, on day 5, he said, I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying I've been wearing them for 5 days and I don't notice anything. And then on day 6, when he called me, I thought he was going to say the same thing. No, on day 6, he said, Dushenka, I've been wearing them for 6 days. This is the 6th day. And my sensei didn't want to let me take my black belt test because I haven't been able to breathe just sitting on the couch, like never mind doing exercising. He said, but I wanted to take it anyway and just see what I could do. He said, Dushenka, I did not pass my black belt test. I only got 79 out of the 80 points, but I was working full out. Sweat was pouring off my body and I am not winded.
Oh,
So
there's a good one. Wow.
that was my friend Richard.
Wow, way to go. Love to see Richard. Maybe he can come on sometime. All right.
And he
Thank
doesn't
you.
want
Yeah.
sales.
Thank you so much. Let's do, how about Orla?
Hi, I just want to tell my story again because it's so exciting. I just started wearing the patches and I fell and fractured my sacrum. And I had been told that the patches would heal you in a break like that in 12 days, 9 days. And I thought that's a likely story. But anyway, I was in so much pain that I sometimes felt like spending the day crying. On the 14th day, I had no pain. It was interesting. So anyway, I had a follow-up appointment with the orthopedist the next week. So I went and I told him, I said, I'm healed. He said, that's not possible. He said, it takes 6 to 7 months for fractures to heal. I said, well, I'm healed. He said, no, history shows it takes 6 to 7 months. So he said, let's look at your x-ray. I looked at my x-ray and he said, it's a bad x-ray. I can't tell what's going on here. Call me if you need me. And he walked out of the office. So anyway, I have not had any pain since then. And my sister fell and she, I think, fractured something in her back because she was so much pain. She just stayed in her recliner all the time. So I sent her gave her the X39. She put it on and I kept asking her every day, is it still hurting? Yes, it still hurts. And finally one day she said, and she's a nurse, so she was a little skeptical anyway. But finally I called her one day and I said, is it still hurting? She says, no, it doesn't hurt anymore. And I said, well, how many days has it been? So we counted, it was 14 days. That was exciting too.
And so Orla, that was all with X39, right?
Yes.
And placed in the usual spot behind the neck.
In my neck,
Isn't that something?
yes.
Interesting how this patch seems to know to go where it's needed most, huh? Okay, thank you so much, Orla. Let's go on to Cheryl.
Good morning. I have to take a moment to say that I am on Dr. Tom's team and I am elated because of all of the support that I get, and my team is flourishing. So I just have to make that little selfish plug. But I want to say also that I've been on the X39 patch and Eon at his direction for 9 months. And I went to my doctor on Tuesday of last week, And he came flying into the room. He said, all of my, I have an autoimmune deficiency. All of my blood work was stellar, better than he's ever seen it before. And my platelets went up again. They're now at 129. He had no explanation for that. And so I pulled out my X39, I pulled out my Eon, and I pulled out my little card because I hadn't seen him for a while. And he said, oh, copper peptides. Okay, very good. Where do you get those? I said, from me, you get those. And I said, I've got a friend on my team, Dr. Tom Acklin, a neurologist who will be happy to talk to you personally and get you started. So I'm so very, very thankful. And he said, we're scheduling you to take your port out next week. And I have been waiting for 4 years to hear that news.
Oh, isn't that fabulous? Way to go, Cheryl. Thank you so much. And for giving kudos to our very favorite Dr. Tom.
That's the power of telling a story too. Cheryl very generously shared on our Sunday night call last night.
Yeah.
And had to stop mid-sentence in tears.
Yeah.
And holy moly, it's just, the miracles keep on rolling. Congrats, Cheryl. And you're our team's next director. And then you get to join the director's call that Gregory and Robin do every week.
And the
Bonus.
tears, the tears, they're not for sadness, are they? They're absolutely tears of joy. We are so, so lucky. And as I learned an expression from one of our senior presidential directors just the other day, the patches expand the light within you. How does that feel? We are light beings. David Schmidt will tell you so. All righty, please go ahead, Lavelle.
Hey, thanks, Sunshower. So I have a new brand partner on the line. His name is Coach Vincent. He can share his story, but he just texted me this morning. Coach, are you there this morning? He just texted me this. I can share it if he doesn't. Coach Vincent, are you there?
I am.
Why don't you go ahead and share your story, my friend? And he's getting ready to hit manager this morning. He put in 4 people. 1 came in at a bronze and 2 golds and 1 silver, but he's getting ready to hit manager this morning. This is Coach Vincent, and he's actually my fraternity brother as well. Take it away, Coach.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Yeah, I got involved with LifeWave this past Friday. A friend of mine was telling me how we could, patches would help mitigate pain and what have you. I had a car accident about 6 months ago. And one of the residual effects is I had pain in my shoulder, my neck, and my back quite naturally. In fact, the police officer and the tow truck driver, when they observed the damage to my vehicle, they were surprised that I was able to just walk away from that accident. But my God is able, he's my protector. At any rate, I went down to Lavelle's office Friday, and we talked about the protocol. And he then asked me, "Do you have anything going on with you physically?" I said, "Yeah, I have pain in my shoulder." He said, "At what level? Between 1 and 10?" I said, "It's 8 to 8.5." And he said, "Okay, well, let me just try this patch on you." He put the patch on me, the X9, and of course he counted back 10, 9, 8 to 1. And at that point, he asked me, "So what is your pain level now?" And to my joy and my amazement, it was down to a level 2. Well, it didn't take a lot of convincing for me. I said, "Well, where do I sign up?" So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. All right, let's go on to Gabrielle.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I was using the X39 and I got more energy out of it. And then I fell and had to have reconstructive surgery to my little tibia. And I didn't really have any people around. And so, and I mean, I felt like, all I can say is I felt like I was being forced to rely on systems that I didn't quite trust, given what's happened over the last few years. And I think that just having the patch to help heal faster helped me in terms of having more hope that yes, there are things that work that we don't understand as well. They're not necessarily part of conventional medicine, and that's a thing, you know. I mean, it just gave me a huge amount of hope in that recovery process. And I just noticed that you know, when you're recovering from an injury like that, they basically write you off once you can walk. That's good. That's all they care about. But I would like to be able to do more than walk, and I feel like the patches do help me have a higher level of health than is expected by mainstream. You know, like the expectancy of recovery after injury is just sort of like in psychology, they just want to keep you from being depressed. They don't want to actually help you be happy. So it's sort of like Life Wave can take us to the next level, I feel. Thank you.
On so many levels. And isn't it cool that we're out of the box?
Yeah.
And so many of our health practitioners that are part of LifeWave, well, they have to be out of the box thinkers or they wouldn't be here, but that number is growing and growing and growing. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Robin?
Okay. Kim is on the line and she has a question about the patches. So Kim, you want to unmute your line and share? Okay, asked to unmute. Can you unmute your line, Kim? Okay. Well, how about if we come back to Kim? 'Cause
Okay.
she's not getting unmuted here.
Okay, let's unmute. Trish, can you unmute, please?
Yes, hi, thanks. Thank you, Sunshower. I just have a quick X39 story. I'm an ICU nurse for almost 30 years, and I have to talk softly because my 20-year-old twins came home from college to surprise me and they're still sleeping. But anyway, I've had terrible hip pain on my left side and related to a bunch of other stuff because, you know, being a nurse too long, and a massage therapist, and I always worked on my feet. So I took my X39 and I put it right on where it hurts on my hip. I've been wearing the patches for 6 months and I added an X49 about a month ago. So I put the X39 right on where it hurts and that helped. And then when it's really sore, I put an Aeon on it. I kind of move it around as you would do with a white patch on an ice wave. So it's a couple inches away from it. And that has helped my pain so much. I'm really excited about it. Even when I take it off at night, my hip is hardly hurting.
Wow, Trish, are you fairly new? I don't remember seeing you.
No, I mean, well, I bought the patches mid-March and I'm on Michael Jaco's team. And so I've been on a lot of calls, but I work 12-hour shifts. I miss a lot of them.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Good to see you, Trish. Thank you for your story
Thank you.
regarding Ice Wave.
Thank you.
It really is rather miraculous, wouldn't you say?
Sorry, I'm so happy. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for being with us. And John, next, please.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, all you mothers who are out there, for providing the capacity to have a species on the planet. It is because of you. So thank you very much. And we get to have this experience with the light. So anyway, my story is I'm observing what's happening. I've been a little over 3 months on patches, and I write in a journal, handwrite every day, just about. And at a month in, I noticed something different in my writing, and that it was that the size of my letters is much smaller now and more consistent. And I started counting and I get more than probably 35% more words on a page now than I did previously, which I am just saying that this is my brain is processing, my brain body connection is processing information more completely and more coherently. I'm really curious about how other ways that's going to show up in my life. And it is. My memory seems to be getting a little bit better. But I hadn't heard anybody else talk about anything like that, motor skills are getting more refined. And so wanted to toss that out and thank Jana Shiloh for bringing me into this group.
Thank you so much, John. That is a unique story. We'd love for you to post it on our Facebook pages, both Vibrant Living and the Live Younger Facebook page, if you don't mind. That is fabulous. We are very, very tickled for you. And Jana, of course, is my sponsor too. I know how great she is.
Sunshower, I think Kim is unmuted.
Okay.
And I'd love to bring
I
her in
figured-
and have her ask her question.
Sure.
Thank you. I finally figured it out. So yeah, I've been
Good
using
job.
patches for 2.5 years. I have a whiplash injury, and it hasn't been bothering me. But last month I did something in my exercise, and it's woke it up again. And I've been, you wear X39, X49 every day. Alavita. I put the Ice Wave on it, and nothing's like taking the edge off. It's just when I move to the right, it's just like a jabbing pain. And I've been to the chiropractor, and I need a few more adjustments, but the C2 in my neck. Can you help with the size?
Would any
Dr. Tom, are you around
practitioners like
still?
to jump in?
I'm sorry, say it again, please.
I was asking if any of our practitioners want to jump in. I'm happy to, but I'd love to hear from them first. Anyone?
Sure, I'm happy to.
Great, thanks, Dr. Tom.
Experiment. And it sounds like you're doing the best thing you can do, which is stay in communication and keep a journal. As Michelle was pointing to earlier, moving the patches around a little bit, it's a nice idea. And you can play with that. I rarely talk to somebody who's got a question mark where I don't start jumping up and down with SB6. And you might want to try SB6 because in addition to what we market it for, it's fantastic for hormone balance. And that means that the repair steroids that are trying to get to the target tissues are more bioavailable. They make it to the tissues. So you might want to try an SB6 right on top of your tan Ice Wave patch and give that battery an extra little tweak.
Okay, I will do that.
Yep.
And thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Tom. I've heard you, Dr. Tom, mention that sometimes just moving a patch 1/4 of an inch could make a huge, huge difference. Your body knows exactly where it wants what patch. I actually check with my body every day. I know which patches to put where. And also, we haven't mentioned hydration. So Kim, whether or not you are drinking a lot of water, drink some more.
Okay.
All right, well, we've
Yeah.
got several hands up and only about 5 minutes left. We can talk about other patches besides the X39 now. So I really am going to ask you to be brief. We've got like 6 people, so 30 seconds each. Promise? Jean.
Me?
Jean. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Cole, and Dr. Tom took care of me 2.5 months ago with Ice Wave and Eon. I could barely walk. I had been to a funeral a few months before, and my son and my son-in-law actually had to help carry me because I couldn't step down. It hurt so bad. But after putting on the Ice Wave and the Eon and I walk my dog every day, 5 times a day, and it was really tough because I could hardly move. But she's wouldn't go with anyone else. And I was jogging the other day without even realizing it. So it was very interesting. And I have a card game, so I was over here and I said, I feel like jumping, and I actually jumped. It was not pretty, but I jumped. So now they're asking me how high.
Oh, this is so cool. So very cool. We're still admitting people. We only have 5 minutes to go. We've got like 135 people on this call, and it's Monday morning. What is this? Okay, come on, Stacy, 30 seconds, please.
Hi, Sunday night, I came down with a very bad sore throat. So 9 o'clock at night, I put a glutathione on because I had already been wearing the other patches throughout the day. And within 10 minutes, the pain level went from a 10 to a 5. And so yesterday, still had a little bit of pain, but I put another glutathione last night, and I no longer have a sore throat. Thank you.
Beautifully done. Thank you. Good job. Michelle Garrett, please.
No, garage.
I used to have real severe allergies of every kind, including the skin condition that goes along with that.
We need, excuse me, Corey Newsom, please mute. Okay, sorry, Michelle, go ahead.
Okay, I had severe allergies, including the skin condition that went along with that. And my hands would be so bad sometimes when I was in a flare-up, I'd have to wear the little white cotton gloves, even to pick up a pen to write or do anything. My hands were just so extremely sore. Even water would kind of burn my hands. Well, I realized recently I was peeling potatoes and slicing tomatoes for supper. That would have burned my skin so bad. It would have felt like I was on fire. I didn't peel potatoes for years. My husband would do it, or I'd have to wear the white gloves inside the little latex gloves to peel them. And so when I realized that, my hands are fine. I don't have any problems anymore with any of the burning or anything like that. I was even playing with animals, and it's just another one of the wonderful things that I've noticed since I've been using all the patches.
Michelle, that's just fabulous. And you know, I hope you're sharing.
I am.
Yeah, please share. It's like compulsory. We should be sharing with the world. These are fabulous stories. Gary, you're next.
Good morning. So last week I got on the call, think I had to have an emergency appendectomy. This Thursday will be 2 weeks ago. 4 days without the pain meds, and I realized I needed them for pain management, and so my blood pressure didn't go up and for the healing. So I'm on those, but just Tylenol, ibuprofen. And when I woke up, the anesthesiologist said, she said, wow. And I went, what? Did I break something? Or what? She says, no, I've been doing this for years, and I've never seen anybody come out of recovery this fast. So I told her, and I got to talk to the doctors and nurses and several people that I may not have listened before. So that was exciting, but I'm good. I've showed you guys my hair and my shins and everything. I'm going to show you the tummy, just because of the, I have pants on, but that black part there was a black bruise. And this is in 10 days. It's like in a few days, it's going to be gone. So I got to get some more pictures. And so I had 4 incisions, and it's amazing, the recovery. So, and now probably TMI. Thank you.
That's cool. It was graphic, but good.
Right.
Thank you so much, Gary. Okay, let us go to Ashley, please.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to get on. Christina Holly's been asking me to get on for a while, so I was just at the gym. I'm all sweaty, so sorry, but I just wanted to get on real quick and tell my story. So I had a baby about 9 months ago, and coming up to that, about 9 months pregnant, I had ripped off my toenail. I know I shouldn't have been lifting, but I lifted up a small dresser, just trying to move it over a couple inches, and it ripped my toenail off. And I am like a heavy bleeder, so like normally I would have a ton of blood, like, you know, it would have been like basically like water just everywhere, you know. And I had been wearing the patches for about 3 months before that, and my blood clotted like instantly, and it didn't even drip on the carpet. Like, it was crazy. And I'm anemic when I'm pregnant, and so I have to sometimes go to the hospital instead of doing a home birth like I would like to do, because my platelets drop too low and then it's not safe to do at home. And so I have been working on building up my iron and my platelets and everything, and it had dropped too low, and my midwife was worried I was going to have to go to the hospital again. And so that was why I had started the patches, just to see if it could help. And like I said, I had done it for about 3 months. And then I told my midwife what happened with my blood, because I was like, I just ripped my toenail off completely and it is like clotted. This is so weird. And she's like, well, let's take your blood in to see where you're at now. So she took my blood, and when she put it into the little vial thing, it started clotting instantly. And she's like, man, I gotta hurry and get this to the lab or it's not gonna be like viable. She's like, so anyway, they got it in and they said that the numbers looked good still. And she's like, even if the numbers weren't good, me just seeing what your blood is doing, I know that it's thick enough that you can do it at home. So anyway, I was able to have the birth at home and everything went great. And it was a really big blessing.
Fabulous story.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Excellent. Thank you for being with us today, Ashley. And I can take 3 more folks, Jonathan, Jana, and Christine, please.
Okay, everybody's talking about they fell. So I want to get in on the fell story. I fell in love with X39 4.5 years ago. Because of it, my body has responded that my blood pressure is normal. A 1.5 years later, my heart beats with joy. Let's see, I have so much energy, I have stamina, I have a clear mind when I'm thinking, I think better, quicker. Oh, there's so much I could say, but I'm playing basketball again. I'm 61. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sunshower, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Jana, my sponsor. Come on, girl.
Hi. I just wanted to comment, Kim, that I have had spectacular results with pain with Eon and glutathione. And depending, you can put it on, you can actually, at the beginning, fan your neck with the Eon, and it will relax the muscles without even putting it on right away. So I really encourage her to try those 2, and I think she'll be really happy with them.
And Jenna, I just want to add on that, because Dr. Nicholas has shown us that you can just hold the patch and rub it over the area, especially the Eon, and get relief. You don't even have to put it on, then maybe finding the point of pain and applying it, but it can be used as an exterior massage tool of a sort.
Yeah.
Wow. I learn something every single time I come on these calls, you guys. Fabulous. Okay, let's wrap it up with Christine, please.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to tell you that someone remarked about my own brain power. They said that, and I've been using X39 for, I guess, 1.5 years now. And yeah, somebody who's known me for a long time said that I'm much more clear mentally. And I think that's a good testimonial, because I think for a long time.
Oops, can't hear you. I guess you were done. Well, are we all here still?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay.
Yes, we're here.
Okay. This was a fabulous call, very juicy, as we often say. So let's have Gregory take it away.
Well, thank you, Sunshower. You always do such a wonderful job hosting these beautiful Monday morning miracle calls. What a great way to start our day and our week. Thank you, everyone that shared and everyone for being here. And tonight we're going to have our community call, and we're going to hear some success tips from our newest senior director, Dr. Tom. And I'm sure his sponsor, Ann, will have some comments to share with us also, because they are our success team. And we all are part of a success team. So we're just blessed to be in this together. It's, it's kind of a God thing for a lot of us. LifeWave is certainly an answer for a prayer for me and Robin, as it probably is for you also. And then tomorrow night, Robin, so tomorrow night on Tuesday nights, we've shifted the structure a little bit, that now it's a LifeWave X39 showcase with a guest doctor. And so I'll be doing the new PowerPoint presentation. And then and Robin, you want to share who's going to be our our interviewer and interviewee tomorrow night?
Dr. Shauna is scheduled tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Great. And who's going to be interviewing Dr. Shauna?
I don't have that. It's probably Michelle, but I don't have it easily
Okay.
accessible. So I'll make sure it's in the newsletter.
Yes, and Dr. Shauna is amazing. She's I kind of say she's almost like a medical intuitive. She's one of the best detective, diagnosticians probably in the world. I've had personal experience working with her when I worked through my process. So certainly everyone wants to listen in for Dr. Shauna tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is really meant for guests. We have a new saying: never miss a meeting, never go alone. Never miss a Zoom, never go alone. So invite some of your best friends and prospects to hear the LifeWave story and to learn from Dr. Shauna.
And I do want to quick mention.
Robin, real
Yes.
quick, I just checked my calendar and I have Janet with Dr. Pam tomorrow night.
Oh, you
Oh.
do on the new one. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was looking. So thank you. Thank you. And we may have to make a tweak on that, but we'll make sure it's in the newsletter, whatever the current situation is. And if you guys haven't gotten to know Dr. Pam, she has a way about explaining things that is so fabulous. Yeah, and I think her next birthday is 80, and she's playing pickleball like a youngster and is sharp as all get out. And yes, age, isn't it wonderful? Quality of life. And I just wanted to say, Gregory and I were at an event over the weekend with a bunch of other LifeWave people and got a lot of prospects. And in talking to our team that was following up with people, they're getting people on the Sunday night call. It's one of the best things for a prospect to establish credibility and build belief and meet the community. So please use the Tuesday night call and the Sunday night call for your prospects. And this one too, actually, as there's nothing like hearing the stories that make a difference. Okay. And anything else from you, Gregory, before we?
Well, just I'll remind everybody the old saying: information tells, stories sell. And these are some of the best heartwarming stories. And now we have a chicken story.
I love it. And I have my final appointment with my orthopedic surgeon on Wednesday. So we'll see what he has to say that I can share on our next Monday call. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Loved hearing
Thank you.
Thank
Great
you,
job,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank
Good job,
you.
Sunshower.
Super
Thank
Sunshower.
Thank
Thank
you, guys.
you.
Thanks, Robin and
Bye,
Gregory.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a great
you.
Monday until we meet again.
Have a good
And
X39 day.
congratulations.
You're the bomb
Dr.
diggity.
Thank you,
Tom.
everybody.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing. Woo. I
Thank
want to get
you.
out of
Love
this.
seeing all these new people.
We're so blessed.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Mhm.
Thank
Hey,
you.
thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank